me. It's been a while since I've read some of these poems. Need more juice? The first poem is titled Collage, because that's what it is. Give me that slack-jawed junkie look. This is your brain on James Brown. The part of your brain that controls the godfather of soul doing splits. Thrive on his abuse. Let it explode, then tackle the doubt that he could light up. Youthful lives are disrupted by danger as they chat, if the crackles in the background make it curiously safe. Physically remove the trenches and well-known pieces that only the experimenter could write. This is the drug abuse hoarding network. This is a new government being released. Deep connections with narcotics leave us with deep connections. The stimulant Ritalin helps us hear more and play like the experts. Self-destructive pet care makes for almost a corny portrait. He studied Rhinus with his masterful ear on the wrong stage after he dropped out of college. The journey began with how well people could remember their fascination to the change in their approaches to dealings involving drug prevention programs. Where does creativity come from? I had so many questions, because music is so important, and yet there's Santana and Stevie Wonder. I must recall them from below the levels of conscious thoughts. Music preceded language. Music preceded language. Music preceded language. The human brain is so hardwired. Who's found a haven in punk bands using power tools at odds with some obscure cover? Marlboro Reds and Reigns of Champagne offer temporary superpowers. Old is new again. And these are beneficial drugs, and we want people to have access to them. Notable declines occurred in anti-anxieties with pain relievers. I am grossly off trend and ended up modeling by accident with the misuse of pharmaceuticals linked to stimulants. An energy that grows more droll and unwittingly swaps souls with relatively stable 5'9" catwalkers carried past the jaded bohemians. Overdoses involving legal green grape diets. The lottery aspect of wedging myself into a pear-shaped woman. That's a bitch. I want to wolf down burgers, but this robotic goddess must dream on. A team of bookers on a study tour in the late 80s happened to be looking at my brain. They offered constant appraisal, so potent for young girls wired to enjoy music, which rid you of the lifeblood of the body. That was written in like the spring of '07.
Okay.
Long time ago. Feels like it. Alright. And these poems, they're coming, so like this first poem I wrote came my first semester here, like last year, so it's over a year old. And it's titled Avoidance. Oh God, these birds on the sidewalk, pointing their heads, shifting their pecking feet, bodies so dark and close to the ground. I hide behind sunglasses, walking, wishing to God I won't sideswipe anyone else. But then I look down, forced to jump aside a stranger to avoid stepping on a bird. Could you imagine stepping dead center on one of their bodies, feeling squishy under your foot as your weight pressed down? And would the body ooze out like a balloon filled with jello smashed to the ground? Would you stop to stare at the insides? Or just continue moving, scraping that muck from your soul onto the concrete trailing behind you? Yeah. All right. I just have two more. Okay. This one's titled Mimicry. Of autumn clouds, pain is unending. In mustard-colored khaki, configurations are formed. There's bitterness in the simmering air that kicks at a God drunken with death. Worms feed on flesh and slither into the night of shrieking iron and flame. The ghost of the killed are sighing, pricking my nerves until my brain might crack. I've been told living discounts death, but the pious suffer, and I cannot believe in harmony. Around me, blood roars. Sister of stormy sadness, I've been wounded, and each hour is a year of death. Madmen, men who have lost all patriotic feeling, have rushed through the billowing pines. Lend me your arm until they reach the sky. Allow this barbaric love to be sweetened by tenderness. The desolate grass, the whims of murder, have not given back this universe. The earth opens for a crowd of corpses. Grinning faces, raging limbs, automatic feet. See my puppy petulant face through the golden evening shades. How much time do I have left?
4 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to read the last one. All right, this one's more recent. I've been working on it for months, starting with this past summer. Forgotten, but unclosed, the blue-graying day gleams onto a bare patio, an empty yard, a house full of lights, dimming. It's too late to daydream. Behind closed eyelids, I search the night. Thickening fog above, sand pelting skin, the moon's blue soaks my bones into my marrow. It goes through me, beyond me. Meandering behind a barrier of trees, in a graveyard of scarred beloveds, I move across grave sites, withered grass, mixing with the dead's dirt, breathing their deteriorating, ever evaporating cells into my lungs. Gulf grains cling to and between my toes, underneath the nails, up my calves. Everything's white, clean dirt, leaves my skin warm, smooth, leaves me moist with mist and sand-blown hair infused with salty sweat. This I didn't know. It touches others that sleep, fornicate, pray, dream, or don't. Above my nightly resting place, cold air, thick fog, mixes like cotton balls glued together with moon, sun. It's not just me. Through the earth's soil to worms and roots, abandoned shells, inside rooftops with skylights, with signs of day through windows, my eyes begin to search. Thank you.